Hey guys, this time I made a video for strengthening your wrists. So if you're doing a lot of pole dancing, yoga, balance poses, handstands, you probably need to think about your wrists first for strengthening them and to prevent any kind of injuries. So these couple of exercises I like to work with. First, to get your wrists warmed up, we open and close our fingers. You can start slowly, opening wide and closing. And then you can go faster. And you will start to feel that they are getting warm. You can open up here, go up here, and switch. Okay, now we're pushing. Now, moving forward, put your hands into the floor. Now when you are going into your balance poses and your hands are into the floor, open up your fingers wide. So all of your finger pillows are going into the floor, like this. So we're opening up, and now here, you try to activate your fingers and releasing them. Activate your fingers and release. Now I really like this exercise because when you're doing your balance poses, you're not just pushing the weight on your palms. You are working with your fingers as well. So if your fingers are going to help you, it will get a little bit pressure off your wrist joint. So especially if your weight goes here, your fingers should be engaged. Like this, but your finger pillows are still into the floor. You don't lift up your finger pillows, you keep your finger pillows into the floor. So this is also a good warm-up exercise. You just switch weight and work with your fingers. Just a simple movement, but you will feel a little bit burn in your palms. I like to imagine that I'm pulling mud or sand underneath my fingers, but keeping finger pillows into the floor. The next exercise I like to work with. So now if you learn to open your fingers like here, wide open, learn to push all your finger pillows into the floor and work with your fingers so you can move forward. So now we go into our table position, keeping our shoulders strong, and we switch weight forward, and we make little circles, keeping our shoulders strong, pushing our finger pillows into the floor, and working with our fingers as well. So we switch that direction, and do a couple of times, each side. Keep your shoulders strong, engage your fingers. Good, and now we shift weight forward and back. Good. Now, our palms are moving here. And I like to move one by one to our wrist bones here. You can do both at a time. This is a little bit harder. Now try to do this safely. Don't let them fall like this. You are controlling the movement. If it's too hard, do one by one. Now open up fingers again, and now we go here. Keep this part into the floor as far as it can go. Now it goes back, and little finger back into the floor. Open your fingers, open up the other one, turn, big circle, and back. And switch, and back. your hands are shoulder wide. Open up fingers again. Now we're moving here up and down in a controlled way. Here. Now if it's too hard to do both hands at the time, you can do one by one. And also here, you don't let them fall like this. You control the landing, and then you lift up again, like this. If you want this to go a little bit harder, put some weight on your hands a little bit more, but knees going further away. Now the hardest part, of course, is in your plank position. You can start one by one. Or you can try to do both. I cannot do both, so I'm not going to show you that. One by one. Shake them out. I like to stretch one hand and then the other one. And I like to stretch them in a circle by keeping all my fingers into the floor and switch direction. And the other one. Now you can make as big as a circle as you like. If you feel pain or discomfort, you just make a little movement there. Now another one, also for finger engaging. So now I put my hands underneath my shoulders, like in this position. Now here is really important. Now you do not do anything except push your hands into the floor. You're not trying to lift your butt up, but you're kind of imagining that you're doing it. And fingers engaged. And you're pushing away from the floor, engaging your fingers. And release. Push, engage your fingers, and release. Now you're engaging also this finger. This finger should be engaged as well. So open up, shoulders away from your ears, push, engage. You can hold for a while, and release and shake again. Now you take your hands like this and you go into our bones. Now you're trying to put the weight on these two first bones more than here, because if you're putting the weight here, your wrist goes, it's not straight, yeah? The wrist should be straight and weight goes here on these first two bones. So, and here as well, you can stay in your table position or you can move into your plank. You can start by shifting weight, by holding strong. And what I like to give my students sometimes is scapular push-ups. Because you're learning to control not only your wrists, your joints, but you're learning to control your shoulders. Scapular push-up is going on here. Also, you should imagine that your shoulder blade is sliding. You're not falling in, pushing away, you are sliding. This movement is like sliding. So if it's too hard, you can do it in a table position as well. Keep your hands strong and straight, or in your plank. Keep your plank strong and engaged. From one to the other. Fingers are still open. Now take this thing, Put it in your hand, in your palm, and rotate inward and outward. Internal, external rotation in your shoulder. And switch. And do the first exercise again, a couple of times each side. And you should be good to go. You can shake them out if you wish. You can stretch a little bit. Now if you're stretching here, take this finger as well. Yeah, don't lift it. Don't leave it over here. Take this finger and stretch here. And when you're switching, here you should look at your biceps muscle and you should see that it's like coming up, like looking at the ceiling like this. It's coming up, but your palm is going a little bit outward, like this. Now you should feel the stretch here as well, if you're doing this correctly. Your biceps is looking here, and your palm and fingers are looking a little bit outward. Now the other arm. And to the outside. Rotate and stretch. And shake them out. Circle. Each side as long as you want. So, and you should be good to go into your balance poses, handstands, yoga poses, and of course, this is a great way before you start doing pole dancing. These are exercises where I like to work with because I count them as an injury prevention exercise as well. We are not only stretching our wrists. This is not what we are supposed to do all the time. You don't only stretch, you always strengthen, then you stretch, and then you're good to go. So if you're suffering from wrist pain or elbow pain, if you're hyperextended, you should think about your shoulder stability, shoulders strong always. So as strong as you are holding your balance poses, planks and handstands, the better is for you, because you're not putting the load on your joints. So you have to think shoulders strong, fingers strong, fingers open. Your balance should feel stable and strong. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye.